All right. Welcome once more. So let's look into this bot and see how it functions. So first of all, the minimum requirements to participate, the minimum requirements you need is your $100 and a minimum gas fee of $30. So you need to open your shop, to start your business, to start your trading successfully, you need $130. So $30 goes to your gas, your Apollo wallet, and $100 stays in your exchange. Okay. So what next will you be doing after the binding and all that? So you just go ahead and set up the trades. We already have the table. Okay. We have a table that shows you what to place on your trade. But then, if you're to trade, you can choose between the spots and the futures. Okay, both spots and futures. So you can see we have very wonderful. You can see the screen looks very bright and very easy. So it's user friendly. You know, if you're new to the trading system, it's not so cumbersome. It's so friendly. You can see spots and you can see futures. Okay. You can see it's spots and futures. So these are the two things you need to trade, right? So now, if you're trading with $100, you can as well put it on futures or you put it on the spots. But then I will still tell you that $100, it's quite a small capital to test any business. Yes, it's good for testing, but you cannot judge the trades with $100. Okay, so you're going to be seeing so many beautiful results on. You can see the testimonies, so many results. People are making money every single day. But then $100 is kind of a testing fee, so you can test with $100. Thereafter, you can increase your capital. Okay, so because every business needs good capital. Okay, so good capital, good profits. So now, for you to set up, you come to what you want to set up the Futures Classic. You want to set up the futures, you tap on Futures Classic. Okay, you tap on Futures Classic. You see all the coins are listed here. We have so many coins. Now, the good thing is that the Apollo bot has actually gone in and good researches have been done. They have actually sieved from the market. Okay, you know, you have over a million cryptocurrencies out there in the market, and your exchanges are trading some of the best coins, of course, some thousands of them. But then the AI actually has done its own homework. Now, using 5 exchanges, for every exchange, there are selected coins the robot is trading. Not just trading it, it doesn't trade all kinds of coins, okay? There are selected coins. So some of these coins are tokens, some of them are metaverse coins, some of them are NFTs. So it has selected them carefully, the metaverse coin, the NFT coins, and the cryptocurrency, okay? So all coins are very, very good, okay? So all you need to do with your capital, going through the table, there is a table for that. It's in the charts. So you select according to the table. So $100 would trade a minimum of 2. $200 would trade at about 3 coins. So you see the table will show you how these things are being traded. Okay, let me see if I can get the table. Let me just see. I think the table is in our WhatsApp group. Okay, quickly. Let's okay, no. Okay, let me go through the media. All right, so we have something like this. Okay, so just a quick one. I can show you how you can set up the Apollo bot. So now this is for the futures. You see this is what the table looks like. You can see my screen. So you come here. If you're trading with $100, you see you see this is $100, you see the $200 and all that all the way down here. Okay, So with $100, if you go through, you see your initial position is 20, your maximum order is 7, the leverage is 10x, direction is auto, quantity is 2 coins. So you see Dodge and ARB. So for $200, you have OP, ARB, Dodge, and so on and so forth. So this table is going to guide you on your coin selection. Okay, so that's how it is. So we have these tables in our charts. Okay, we have this table in our chart. So let me just continue on that. So what the next thing you need to do is tap on the Futures Classic. Tap on the Futures Classic. You see all the coins. Select according to the table. All right, according to. Let me select a coin now and show you what the table looks like. So this is what your future table looks like. So you have the AI DCA. You have the DCA system. So the difference between the AI DCA and the DCA system is that the AI DCA is already programmed. So you can't really tamper with the AI DCA program unless you are an expert trader. You then go to the DCA. So my advice to you, if you're trading futures, do not tamper with any of those parameters. Okay, so stick to the AI DCA. So the next is you follow the table. You follow the table. You see the initial positions. You can see them. Let me highlight. Sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, so I picked. Let me. Okay, so you see the initial position here. So the table shows you what it should be. Okay, the max order, then auto. Then if you're trading between $100 to $500, you should choose 10x. Okay, it's 10x. All right, so it should be on 10x. Then you don't need to touch, do not touch this, do not touch, all right, because you are trading the automated system. So the robot regulates and switches between all these parameters. So this is how you just leave the futures and the robot will trade, the robot will do the rest of the work. So this is a real quick one, okay? So it trades in a very smart way. So it reads the markets, it follows the market indicators. It knows when to switch between, the martingale and the flat. It knows when to go through the martingale and the flat. It knows when to switch between the full TP and the partial TP. Also, cycle. Cycle means it trades 24/7 without non-stop. So the robot keeps trading even while you are sleeping. So it's a very wonderful system. It's a plug and play. But then I also advise, if you have little capital, so you don't have to complain. If you have little capital, please, you can switch to sports. All right, you can play around with the sports. You don't play around with futures. Your $100 will not do much on future. Your $200, yes, probably, but your $100 will not do much in futures. And you have little capital. You're interested in sports trading. Yes, you will do well in sports trading. Okay, because you can pick your coin on sports and trade them using whatever percentage you wish or you want to use on sports. You can gladly go into sports, and the robot has provided us with so many parameters we can choose from. So that's one exciting thing about this robot. This robot, so far, so good. It has not failed. You know why? Because this is the real intelligent robot I personally have seen. Okay, so it's gone through all the worst turbulence throughout the year. So what more? So when we go into the bull run, it's going to be a smooth sail. Okay, it's going to be a very smooth sail. So let's go into the next topic of the day. Let's see what the sports bot will do for us. So this is the sports. This is the sports classic, like I said. So you come to sports classic. So your capital is minimum, and you want to optimize your trades. Okay. Now we've started some good signals. People are coming in signals. And one good thing about sports, even with your $50, you can try out sports. Okay. with your $50, you can try out some good trades on spot. All you need to do is you single out, you take your profit, you go in again. So whenever the robot sells, you take your profit and you go in again. So it's quite interesting. All right. So we tap on sports, and let's look at all the parameters on sports. So on sports, I like to keep it simple. Okay. Simple traders win most of the trades. So we are not going to be doing using all the indicators and all that, because your robot has all this inbuilt in them. Okay. So you have your $100, you have some money. You come to sports, you try out some trades on sport. Let's look at near. Remember, I told us that this robot, before we come here, I told us that this robot is not predefined. Okay. It's quite dynamic. So it means that for every coin, you don't have the same margin, you don't have the same take profits. For example, let me give you an example, please. So let's go to let's look at this example. You come to futures. Now, let's see. Sorry, not here. Tap on futures. Let me tap on a coin. Say XRP. You tap on XRP. Let's look at XRP. Okay. Now, this is XRP. You can see that. Can you see the margin? The profit taken is calculated because it recalculates the profits at every move of the market. So it's either it's taking partial or it's taking full. So you can see there's a switch, okay? So it's on partial profit. So you can see it clearly here. So this is what I call intelligence. So the robot knows when to switch between full and partial. So you can see, not like some other robots that it has to take a 1.5%, even when you're failing in the market, it keeps at 1.5%. So if you don't make 1.5%, you don't make anything. So, but trading is, even if you're not making 1.5, you can cut some profits and re-enter the market using the average system, the DCA system. So you can see the profit taken is different here, and also look at the margin. The margin keeps adjusting. Okay, it reads the market and it knows when to adjust. Okay, let's compare it with another coin. Okay, let's make another comparison and let's see. Let's make another one. Let's see. Let's look at OP. So can you see? You see, it's different for every coin. Is different. Look at the profit taken here. It's 1.0. Look at the margin ratio. It's 16. Okay, so everything keeps changing, and even the rebound. So it's smartly allocated. That's it. So let's move back and continue let's continue on sports. So I was talking about the sports. So you tap on Sports Classic. Let's look at the parameters for sports. Let's pick a coin. Say pick AVAX. Pick AVAX. You confirm. So you look at the parameters here. Let's study the parameters. So you have AIDCA. You have AIDCA. You have the DCA system. You have AIDCA. You have DCA. You have AI grid. You have grid. Okay. They are almost the same thing, but just except a few difference. Okay, let's look at them right now. Now, watch carefully. You see AIDCA. You see all the profit taking is smartly allocated. So it means you cannot tamper. In the AIDCA, you can't tamper with this. It means the robot has allocated your profit. So it means even if you want 5%, the robot allocates profits for you. You don't allocate for the robot. But then if you want to determine your profit, probably you've analyzed the market, you want to determine yourself. You want 5% from this market. You are very sure this market is going to make 5%. What do? You switch to DCA. Okay? So you switch to DCA. So now look at DCA. You can see all the parameters are now open for you to configure. So that's the DCA system. Now, check out the AI grid. What does the AI grid do? So you see, AI grid also, it is smartly allocated, and also it takes out, look at the difference. It takes out this, okay, and it takes out this. So the AI this year smartly allocates on its own, okay? They look at the grid system. So the grid system it's a system that takes profits. It works within certain layers of the grid, okay? So, and the grid, if you have to trade the grid, it's good with, you have some good capital and you want to trade very stable coins. So the grid works with very, very stable coins. Okay, so these are coins that are ranging between, say, between 3 to 5% in less than 24 hours. Okay, so the grid systems helps you to pick more profits in a very short range. So probably very tiny profits, but in a very short range. For example, you're trading Bitcoin on grid. So Bitcoin would go in a day probably between 1% to 3% in 24 hours. Okay, so Bitcoin could be on minus 2%. In the next 3 hours, you see it on plus 1%. So it keeps going between 1 through 3%, just like that. So it's good to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, probably Dogecoin, and some other stable coins like Pragmatic. It's good to trade them on the grid system. It means you will keep collecting profits because the grid system don't hold back your money. So the grid system keeps giving you profits bit by bit, per minute, per second, bits, little by little on stable coins. So it's very good. If you have some good capital, you could put your $500 on grid, put your $1,000 on grid, and choose some of these coins, and it will trade perfectly for you. Okay. So now we want to be looking at how do we pick this trades, because we have tested and seen that when you don't really have that capital, the automated system is good. Okay, don't get me wrong. Automated systems are good with good capital. Okay, you have $5,000, you have $10,000. Okay, no headaches. Give the robot the money, and it's going to trade it perfect. It's going to trade it perfectly. But then, this is what the robot does with your money. It will keep picking little profits here and there because you have so many coins to trade, of course. So it keeps picking 1% here, 0.5, 1% here, 0.5 here, and that's what it keeps picking. And because of your capital, it amounts to some good profit. But if you want to really optimize, you want to make good use of the hybrid system of the robot, because it also has the hybrid system where you can switch from automated to semi-automated, okay? So that's hybrid for me. So when you switch to that system, it means you can even make more money, okay? So if you're a trader, you're a day trader, you do scalping, you could use the semi-auto system to make some very good profits, okay, from this market. So now I'm talking to both those with small capital and those with huge capital. You can make some more money. So you can put some of your trades on automated, put some on grid, and also trade some with some promising coins, because you see now, you could see a very good coin in the market and it's about to pump or something after analyzing. What would you do? What if the robot is not trading that coin? All you need to do is just get into the market, put in the figures yourself, and allow this robot to ride the waves for you. Okay, so let's go. Let's go check out how do we set up manual trades. How do we set up the spot trade? So the spot trade is very easy. You pick the coin, say AVAX, you confirm. Okay, if you're going on automated, depending on your capital, there's a table for spots. Okay, there is a table for spots, but then you must have good capital to trade the tables. Okay, I would not advise you to trade automated systems with $100 or $200. Okay, if you must trade with $100, $200, you must go on semi-auto. That means picking these coins. So as they sell, they bring back your money. You go into the trade again. So you keep going back and forth. Okay, so you go back and forth. So first of all, with that money, you endeavor to you come here and you choose the DCA. Okay, it's the DCA. So let me set it up first. So it must be DCA. The minimum position is 20. This robot will not trade anything less than $20. Okay, the robot won't trade anything less than $20. So, for example, you have $50 and you want to test out your trades, you must start with a 20. All right. So you put in your maximum order depending on the coin. You could use 5, you could use 7, you could even use 20. Then on the margin method, you use flat. Yeah, I explained before, the martingale doubles your money. From 20, it makes it 40 on the next order. And after 40, you have 80. Okay, so endeavor with your little capital to be on flat. So the flat system ensures that the robot picks the next order using the same initial position. So it means it becomes, if you have 5 positions and you're using a flat margin method, it means if the robot if the market dips in and the robot buys in 5 times, it's just going to utilize $100. So you see, it has not depleted your money. So if the market dips 5 times, the robot is just going to make use of $100. So that's what the flat does for you, because it goes in for every order, it goes in 20s. So 20, 20, 20, 20 into 5 places. So that's the meaning of the flat system. But the martingale is going to go 20, 40, 80, 160, and 320, right? Yeah. So that's what it's going to do. So we stick to the flats. Okay. Then the TP mode is full TP. Then the running mode, of course, is single. Then your profit taking here, you can set up whatever profit you wish to make. You could look at the market and say, wow, this market is going to make over 2.5. Then the trailing stop, you can leave that. Then the margin ratio. The margin ratio is how much percentage drop do you think the market is going to go? Is the market going to dip by, say, 20%? You don't know. The market could dip by 20% or by 25%. So it's always advisable to use what we call margin ratio. So the robot already has a predefined, or well, it's not predefined per se, but it has this 5% already suggested here. So if you're trading volatile coins, it's advisable to go between 3% to 5%, or 3% to even 10%, okay? So that as the market dips in, you have opportunity to buy, you have the opportunity to buy the dip. So that's the advantage of DCA, that's the dollar cost average. So at every point in time, you have the opportunity to buy the dip. So it's a very good technology, it's a very good methodology that when the market goes down, you buy with a fraction of your capital. So it gives you a chance to sell at a very good price, because as you buy, the robot gets you closer to the current price, because it continues to average. That's what we call averaging. So as you buy the dip, the price will readjust. Okay, your average price will keep readjusting. As you buy, it keeps readjusting. This is an example. If you started buying from 5 and the market dips from 5, the price goes down to 4. The robot goes down to 4. So if this price goes down, it went down, okay, from its price, it went down maybe by 3%. The robot will buy again. When it comes down here, the robot keeps buying. Okay, it does this and it does this. So at the end of the day, the robot will quickly calculate the average price. So your average price will no longer be 5. Okay, your average price will become 3. All right, see, your average price will change. And when the average price changes, what happens? It means you have the chance of selling this particular asset at this level of the market. Probably the market is to this level. You could sell at this very level of the market. Okay, so you see the advantage of averaging. You could sell anything above $3 you're selling. So you don't have to wait till it gets to 5. So that's the system, the likes of Michael Saylor. You can see Michael Saylor is acquiring a whole lot of Bitcoin. He bought Bitcoin at $45,000. He bought at $40,000. He bought at $30,000. He even bought at 15,000. He has been buying Bitcoin. So now he has a new average price, and he will keep smiling as Bitcoin is now appreciating. they will keep smiling. So that's what that's the advantage of this margin ratio. So okay, you can set up your margin ratio, and the margin ratio is very good. So as the market is dipping, the robot keeps buying. So this is me showing you how to use the hybrid system. So now you have your rebound average. Your rebound average, you could set it if you want, or you leave it at 0.1. So rebound average is just a technology. It's just a system used to buy more at a cheaper rate. That's just it. That's what the robot uses, the rebound average, to buy in more when the market has gone very deep and there is a retracement. When there's a rebound, when the market has gone very deep and it hits a major line, and it rebounds. Okay, the robot buys from here. So that's the rebound average. So that it gives you more chances in the market. So now let's go to you choosing your coins. What are the systems we use in picking the coins? You want to check out this market. You want to pick the coins. So you come to where your coins are listed, the Sports Classic. So you can see this is the system I teach. I teach this system because it's very simple. You can also use other systems. So I teach the system for simplicity's sake. So now you can see the coins are already on red. So many coins are on red. So what I do, I just scroll down, and I can look for, wow, I'm seeing a lot of coins. But remember, you cannot trade all these coins with your $100 or with your $200. Probably if you have $5,000, you can come here and pick as much as 5 coins or whatever and put some good money on it, and you're going to make some serious money. So I can see Sand, I can see SNX, I can see Sol, I can see Zen. So I could pick any of this coin. Okay, so you just choose any coin that is between, you have a coin from -5% upwards, all right? From -5% or from -4% upwards, you could see some good opportunity here. So I can see Sand. So what do? I tap on Sand. I open up, I confirm Sand. I say, okay, I want to trade Sand. So I open it up this way. But before I trade Sand, there are 2 things I could do. Okay? There are 2 things I could do before I trade Sand. I could pick 3 of these coins and I want to trade just one. So what do? I pick, let me refresh so I'll be sure my coins are in order. Let me just refresh. Okay, now I come down again. I pick, okay, I pick, where's Sand? Okay, I pick Sand. I pick FTM. Okay, maybe Sand and FTM. Then I quickly want to go and run these checks. Okay, let me just quickly run the checks. Let me see what's happening in the market. So I go to my Binance. I want to check on the volume. Okay, I want to check on the volume. Let me check on the volume. Markets. So let me check on Sand. So you look at Sand. You want to make sure there are people trading this Sand. You have a good volume trading Sand. And you see, you go to your Binance, go to your exchange. First of all, it has a very good volume. Look at the volume here. Okay, 20.65 million on this coin, which is good for me. All right, which is good for me. Then also, I look at a few parameters. There's so many parameters to look at, but I just look at a very few parameters. Then I also look at the volume down here. You can see the volume down here. It's green. It means the buyers are just setting into the market. You get that? The buyers are setting into the market. That's number 2. All right. So what's number 3? I come here and I look at my depth here. There's so many tricks here. Okay, I can see the buyers are just building up. So you can see a little bit, the buyers are just a bit on this chart. Let me bring up my okay. You can see the chart shows that the buyers are building stronger because the market is building. Okay, it's building for a particular trade. So you can see the buyers are there. So this already tells me that it's a good trade. Look at the volume. The volume is good. Okay, then okay, so that's it. Then we can check on. Okay, you can see that there's so many stuff to check here. Okay, sorry. Trades, order book. Okay, trades. Just wanted to see if I could show you more things to look at. All right, let's leave out the other ones. Let's leave out the other ones. Order book, trades, debt. The debt has shown us everything. So with this, I can tell you that this trade is a good one. Okay, with this, I can tell you this is a good one. So I picked on sand. So let's look at FTM. Talked about FTM, right? So this is FTM. You can see already, it's already building. You can see the same thing is happening here. Look at it. Look at the green down here. Can you see the buyers are building because already this has dipped already. Look at the dip. Okay, it has dipped. So now the next is the volume is not bad. We have 14.3 million on this token. So it's not bad. Next, I tap on debt. Wow, can you see this? Can you see this? So FTM has a stronger buy build here. Has a stronger build here. All right. So I could go further and say, okay, FTM has a stronger build. Okay, so the sellers are actually going. The sellers are still high. Well, on the money flow, you have lots of buyers. You have lots of sellers on the money flow. So the buyers are building. So I prefer to go with the buyers. So with this, I think I'm good to go. So you could want to do further analysis. But then if you've done your analysis, if you're okay with it, now the next thing is to ask yourself, how deep do you want this coin? Do you think this coin is going to go? Is it going to go 20% deeper or 15% deeper? I'm talking of the margin ratio right now. So you could use your trading view to quickly do a check. So why am I doing this video now? Why am I teaching this? I'm teaching this because lots of people are coming in with small capital and they're going to be complaining I'm not making money. So this is the way, this is a real way to make some good money. So you come to your trading view and see between the FTM and sand, which will you be going for? Okay, so let's go here. This is your sand chart. So okay, so I want to check out where is my 4 hours. Okay, good. Take 4 hours. Hold on. Okay. Indicators. My indicators. Okay. All right. Where is my sand? Okay, this is my sand. All right, this is my sand. So I look at my charts. So I'm trying to change my where is this? Trying to look for it. Chart type. So I look at the candles. I prefer to use the icon hash candle. Where is it? It's Bible. Okay. Okay, so here I am. Okay, look at it. Sorry. Okay, so we can see this. So this is sand. So how deep do you think we can go? How deep do you think we can go? This is on a 4 hours chart. So what do? I pick up my price range and I just check. I could check this out here. So look at the current price. You can see it's about to pump. This is going up, but then I want to be sure I can always come back and buy the dip. So I could say, let me go out. How deep do you want to go? So can you see how deep I'm going? This is 9%, 9.2%. So I could just say, okay, my margin ratio, I want to buy into this coin 3% for every dip. So if I do 3% for every dip, I do it, say 5 times, okay? So that's a 15% dip. So I'm just calculating for 15% dip, worst case scenario. So now I have confirmed my sand. What do I come to do? I come here, I pick sand. Where is sand? Okay, I've actually, you can look, this is sand, okay? So I tap on confirm. So what do I do with your $100, your $200? All you need to go in with at least 10% to 20%. Then if you're trading about $3,000, you split your capital into 3 or 4 places. So you're going to be dedicating, say $1,000 or $500 to a particular trade. So you can set it accordingly. Okay, then you can take 10% of the capital. Okay, so if you're trading with much, if your capital is huge, so you're doing 3,000, 5,000, you don't dedicate all your capital to a coin. So you can split your capital into 4 places and bring out a part of it, say $700, you put it on this coin and use the DCA system. So I come here, I tap on DCA. Depending on your capital, you could say, I want to go into this trade using 20. So I'm emphasizing on those trading with $200. So if you come here and say, okay, let me do 30, and the margin, the max order, I could do 5. Remember, I calculated that this coin, if it's going to reverse, it's going to do about 9% dip. Call it 10%, no problem. Now I'm even providing for 15%. Good. So you scroll up, okay, scroll down. So I've done 30 as my initial position. I've done 5 as my order. Now my margin method, I use flat because I don't want to double my trades. If I want to double my trades, maybe I have $1,000. Yes, I will start with 20, then I will double up. All right. So then the next is the running mode is I tap on single. Of course, my profit should be more than 1.5. I should take a 2% or even 2.5 on that trade because I will do more than 2.5. Now, my margin ratio, 5% is too much for that trade. So I could bring it down to 3%. Okay. So you understand what the 3% means? It means 3% for every drop. So I envisage that this market will drop, say 15%. So I say 3% times 5. So 3 times 5, that's what it means. So it's 15%. So when the market goes down 15%, it's going to take a particular amount of money, say $200, into my market and come back with good profits. All right. So this is a sample on how to set up your trades with your capital on spots using the DCA, just the DCA, not the AI DCA. So it's as simple as this. You can screenshot this and keep it for next time. Okay. But then if you want to trade the automated system, all you need to just tap on AI DCA and load the coin. Probably if it's Bitcoin, you put it here. Your maximum order, you can even put as high as 10. Okay, then you roll with it. You can put as high as 10, then you move. Okay, you can put on cycle and you can roll BTC. So if you're trading these stable coins, I advise you to put them on cycle. Your stable coins can be on cycle. There are stable coins, there are so many of them like DOT, Matic, BTC, Ethereum. So put it on cycle, then you can put maximum order. You can even say 10 or 15, whatever. Okay, then let it roll. Let the robot trade it for you. It's as simple as that. Okay, you can set it manually. You can set it semi-auto, either ways. So that's how to set it, guys. So it's the system is quite dynamic. It's quite elaborate. Apollo is something, it's one of these robots I have seen that can juggle the trades in and out. It's not quick to take it's not quick to jump on a trade. Okay, it's not quick to take profits. So it takes profits when need be. Okay, it takes it regularly when need be. Okay, so that's it, guys. I would like to take questions at this point. I'd like to take questions at this point. So